And we are live to try and reach 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, as we're only 7 away from reaching that ultimate goal. So let's try and get it, guys. Hey, Ryan, how are you doing today? It's I know I haven't been able to do live streams lately, but well, with this being a Friday, I'm able to get on the live stream and get one going. And with us only 7 away, let's get it going here on September 1st, 2023, with just a few, just under a month from the hockey back on ice. Hey, Leaf fan, how are you doing? But yeah, it should be a fun time. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, I'm going to have multiple backgrounds in different videos, maybe live streams and unboxings. I will do it up front of the banners. I don't know quite yet. It's still in work in progress. I still have the jersey wall right there. I have a whole new wall on the other wall, and my wall with my TV and stuff is now red. So it's a whole new look here. So we have a new setup. Hey Jake, how are you? Let's try and reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. Yes, I did see the Wild third jersey leaked. It's basically the reverse retro 2.0 jersey with a state of hockey patch on one shoulder. I don't understand why teams don't put two patches on the shoulders to kind of make it more balanced. And I've been hearing the captaincy patches are going to be different on that jersey as well. I heard that the captaincy patches will be in the state outline of Minnesota as well. I guess it will end up having two state of Minnesota patches on their jerseys if you're a captain or not. But with just a few weeks till preseason games get going, we're getting ready to go. Yeah, you might want to get I still use Threads? I do. It's really the thing with Threads. I thought it would do much better. It really didn't. So it's a little bit more difficult to use Threads. I will have games streams. It depends on what games I can do. That's how I try and figure those out. There are going to be times where I'm at games, so I won't be able to live stream games like that. Um, but I do plan on having some live streams this season for games. I tend to at least have 10 per season, it felt like the last few years. So maybe I can bump it up a little bit this season. We'll try and figure that out. I don't know if I'll do one for Connor Bedard's NHL debut. I will see about that, but we'll figure everything out by then. So a month from hockey to get going. Hey Brian, how are you? But yeah, we're getting so close to the regular season. I can almost taste it. I'm so ready for hockey to get going. I did see Garrett Mitchell did retire. That came out 2 days ago, I believe. And with Mitchell retiring, I can see the Ice Hogs naming David Gust as the next captain of the Rockford Ice Hogs. I feel like that might be a smart move for the Ice Hogs to name Gust the captain. Let's see if I haven't. We're only, guys, we're only 6 subscribers away. 6 subscribers away. Let's get it going, please. But yeah, we are. I have a feel. I'm going to also be covering the Ice Hogs more this season as well. Last year, I thought I would be able to cover more of their games, but it was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would. So I didn't really do it until the Calder Cup playoffs happened. I'll try and do maybe a monthly recap of both the NHL compared to how the Ice Hogs are doing. Maybe look into prospects. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with it because I want to do a monthly recap look into and how the like the Ice Hogs are doing. Maybe a couple of the top prospects are doing. See where they're at in their game development and see what's going on there. So I used to do that. I did it for a few months in the first year of doing this channel. That was really difficult, but now I have an idea how I want to do it. So we'll see where I want to go with that. Let's see if there's another boost. Only 6 subscribers away, guys. Let's try and reach that goal. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of stuff coming to this channel that I am looking forward to doing. Love the Bryce Kimpo. Yeah, that's not a bad signing. But yeah, there is a lot of stuff coming that I want to do for the channel to get it going for more higher quality for you guys to have for fun and entertainment. Maybe the score for the season game recaps will be here on the bottom corner. I'm going to have different like score graphics maybe. I think there's a good chance Bedard gets named captain in his sophomore season. Just there's a chance. That's also like what they did with Jonathan Toews. They named Toews in his sophomore season the captain of the Blackhawks. I could see something like that happen, but I would say maybe wait 2 more years to not name a captain because let Bedard just have fun. He's still a kid. I wouldn't fully rush it. Right now, if unofficially, if they wanted to name a captain, I would say they name Connor Murphy the captain right now. But Bedard eventually will be wearing the C for your Chicago Blackhawks. I would say if he looks ready after this season, then okay, maybe we name him the captain at the end of the year after the season's over with, and he becomes the youngest captain in NHL history. But I say maybe hold off a little bit and let him just have fun in the NHL. He just turned 18. He doesn't need all that pressure on him, especially coming into a original 6 historic hockey franchise. Let Bedard have fun right now. But do you guys like how I have the Stanley Cup 2010 through 2015 banners behind me? I would love to get all 6 banners eventually. The wall is not big enough to have all 6, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I don't want another Eichel situation. So I want to make it where the banners look more in a centered point of view. I know a lot of people like it when I have the jerseys in the background, but I feel like it's time. It was time for a new look in the background of my videos. Like right here, I have all 3 1-goal books from 1-goal achieved to 1-goal 3 for the Stanley Cup series of books. Also right here on this dresser thing, I have a Stanley Cup display of the cup bobbleheads and all the hats, and also it has all 3 of the Stanley Cup rings. See you using these for recaps. What are you talking about, Jake? Like this background for recaps? I'm still trying to figure it out because I still have the jersey wall right there, as you can see. As the banners. Yeah, I like having the banners in the background. It gives a different point of view. Jersey wall for jersey unboxings, banners for recaps and like live streams, I guess. If Connor Bedard is a true generational talent, he should be at least a point per game in his rookie season because all the other generational talents did that. I wouldn't put all that pressure on him. I could see it happen. I could see him get 82 points, but I want to be more on the conservative side for Bedard and let him say, let's predict 75 points for Bedard this season. He doesn't have all the talent around him like what a McDavid, a Crosby had in their rookie campaigns. Bedard has Reichel, he has Radish, he has Taylor Hall, but that's about it. So we have to hold our breath and let Bedard just have a good campaign for his rookie season. Yeah, I don't want to put a ton of pressure on Bedard. I just want him to have fun. He's the face of the team. He's the face of the NHL. He's going to be the face of the NHL for years to come. And, well, it's worth not giving him a ton of pressure going into his rookie season here in Chicago. Did you see? Yes, I did see Andres Bjork signed with the Ice Hogs. I think it's mainly because the Hawks don't see a fit on the NHL level roster, but they do see a fit in the Ice Hogs roster where he could just be a leader to young players coming up. I think it's a smart signing for the Hawks to keep Bjork around, but in Rockford. He plays in the preseason. Maybe he gets an NHL contract again and comes back up every now and then. We'll see what happens with Bjork, but he is going to be in Rockford for a while, probably for the majority of the season. We're only 6 subscribers away, guys. 6 subscribers. To give you guys a heads up, I will be on a live stream this Sunday, not on this channel, but on Twisted Wrister Hockey for his channel with Jake, the Minnesota sports guy, Landon from Jersey Zone, Larry from Larry NHL, Brendan from BW Hockey. We're all going to be on a live stream this Sunday, and we're going to be talking about jerseys. So you guys might want to join in on that live stream. Maybe I can see with Nick if I can simulcast the stream here on my channel while his stream is going on as well. So we have a multi-purpose stream. I'll talk with him about that because I know StreamYard does allow that to be happening. If I'm a guest on their channel, I can see if he would be okay if I can simulcast it to my channel as well. So he's going, and then I can cross promote his channel to it as well. I'll talk with him about that. But if you guys want, I will post a link to the stream on the Discord, the Twitter, or whatever Elon Musk now calls it. I'm not calling it the new name for Twitter. It's going to be forever Twitter. Screw Elon Musk renaming Twitter. Any player you would like the Blackhawks to give a PTO to? I would say this. I would like the Hawks to sign 3-time Stanley Cup champion, the hot dog man himself, Phil Kessel. I think if the Hawks sign Phil Kessel, it brings more leadership to the locker room. And also, who doesn't want Phil Kessel on their team? I honestly would love to see Phil Kessel in Chicago. Do you think Bedard gets on the score sheet for his first NHL game? I could see it. I could see Bedard scoring in his NHL debut. It will be an interesting feat for Bedard to do so, and I think that would be fun to see him get on the score sheet. Maybe first goal of his career. Maybe a chance to oops. One moment, guys. I have to do a quick fix on my computer. It's got unplugged. But the Chicago hot dogs might be more expensive. They might be, but it's Phil Kessel. He deserves all the good hot dogs from Chicago. I'm going to plug in my laptop. It's about to die. There it goes. Sorry about that, guys. Stupid computer came unplugged. Don't worry. Don't be worried if Connor Bedard doesn't win the Calder. Connor McDavid didn't win the Calder in his rookie year, and look where he is now. Yeah, I know, but McDavid got injured in his rookie season, which led to him missing half of the season. And look who won the Calder that year. He played for the Blackhawks in that season, and it was Artemi Panarin. I hope we don't lose our first game. Yeah, I don't want to lose the first game. Give Phil Kessel free Portillo's hot dogs for life. Yeah, if they sign Phil Kessel, Portillo's better do some endorsements. Any of the hot dog companies in Chicago should give him an endorsement. A free agent still available I would like the Blackhawks to sign is Sorensen Knoll for from the it's a Panther prospect. I don't know much about him, so I would have to look into him, Brian. Do you guys like this Hossa style jersey with the banner patch and adding the A to it because I thought it was more of a unique look to go this route. Let's see if we've gotten any more subscribers. Still 6 away, guys, at 994. 994 is where we're currently at on the subscriber count. The Hossa jersey looks great. Yeah. Thanks, Ryan. That is a nice touch. Okay, guys, here's a question for you. What NHL player have you always wanted to play on your favorite NHL team? I know most of you are Blackhawk fans, and there are a couple of people that are fans of other teams. What NHL player never played for your favorite NHL team would you have always loved to play on your team? Do you think Jonathan Toews has played his last game? Honestly, I do think so. I really don't think anyone's going to sign him next year. I know he's taking a year off to try and get re-healthy. I realistically, at this point, do think Taser is retired. And honestly, I could see you using that as a main jersey for the season outside of the Bedard. Honestly, it is a plan. It would be worn quite a bit this year. Trust me. I plan on wearing this one often. Hossa being my favorite all-time player. I will give my main Hossa jersey into my collection a break. That one has the 2013 Stanley Cup final patch on it. So Ryan, you would want would want Cale Makar to play for Chicago. Where do I think Patrick Kane signs? So Kane is an interesting question where I can see him signing. I honestly can see Kaner going to Buffalo. Buffalo can use a veteran presence like Patrick Kane. He would be their Marian Hossa to their up-and-coming young talented team, like the Marian Hossa was to the Blackhawks in 2009 when he signed with us. I could see Kane going and playing for his hometown team of Buffalo. I could also see him as a long shot team, maybe Edmonton or even Colorado. Honestly, I would love to have seen Ovechkin, Crosby, or Malkin plus Prime Flower would have been fun. So all those players in Minnesota. Well, you eventually got Flower, but at the back end of his career, it looks like this will be his final season. And then I could start wearing my Marc-Andre Fleury Blackhawk jersey again. I have not worn that jersey since he got traded to Minnesota. I knew he wasn't going to be on the Hawks long, but I really did. I've always loved Marc-Andre Fleury as a player, as a goalie. And I had to get his jersey. And, well, now I've been waiting to wear that once he retires. I will start wearing that jersey again because I get it. He had a very short stint here in Chicago, but I always liked Fleury. Plus, he got his 500th career win with the Blackhawks. It's a miracle Fanatics didn't screw up your Fanatics t-shirt. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. I've seen some horror stories already about Bedard stuff getting screwed up by Fanatics. Fanatics, terrible company. Yeah, I miss Flower too. I would rather have Flower over Mrazek. I do need another white jersey in the collection that I can wear more often. I have a Duncan Keith one, but that's like toilet seat jersey color. I need a white jersey to wear for regular season play. Maybe I get a white one and that becomes my Connor Murphy jersey. I have a blank white jersey and I do plan on making that a Connor Murphy jersey with the 2019 Global Series patch on it because that's a great looking patch. And that was the first ever game they wore that jersey as they updated the collar that season. I think Murphy will go on that jersey. I like Murphy. I know a lot of people don't. You think Comesso will start in the NHL this season? No. Comesso will be in the AHL this year. Knowing how Mrazek is, I could see Comesso getting called up, but it will more likely be Jackson Stahlberg getting called up over Drew Comesso. I think they want a full professional season and under Comesso's belt in Rockford this year so he could develop in the professional game. And I think that's a smarter route for Comesso to play in Rockford an entire season. And then maybe next year we see Comesso back up to Soderblom. And we have a 1-2 punch of Comesso and Soderblom for time to come. And then maybe Adam Guyon when he's ready. We see what happens with that. Did you know that Connor Bedard had a... Yes, I did know James Bedard played for the Blackhawks wearing this style of Hawks jersey. The, sweater. Wearing the barber pole. Maybe I could get if I figure out what number James Bedard wore, I could put James Bedard on this barber pole, and then I have a James Bedard and a Connor Bedard Blackhawk jersey. How do you think the Hawks will do this season? We're not going to be good. I will say that. I will say probably fifth last in the NHL. I I I just don't. I know it's still a rebuild season. This is a year of transition for the young players coming up. I feel like fifth last in the league. That's not bad. We're not trying to tank this year, and they don't have to. They got their key piece for the rebuild and Connor Bedard, who will be with us forever. But how are you doing, Aaron? It's good to see you. Hey, Rick, how are you? We're only, where are we at in subscriber count? We're only 6 subscribers away still from hitting the ultimate goal of 1,000 subscribers, guys. So let's try and reach it. As a Wild fan, I predict somewhere around 20 to 25 wins. Okay, for you're predicting for the Hawks to have 20 to 25 wins. I would say a high. I would go high. I'll go higher on that on the win total because we had last year. Let me pull up our record from last year because yes, it was not good. last year we had 26 wins. I think the Hawks will end up with 31 wins this year. 31 wins. It's a good rounded number. I think they're more competitive than they're a better team than they were last year, which was trying to tank. The team has a structure to it. They play competitive, and I can see us ending up with 31 wins. That would be an improvement, basically, of a similar path of what Montreal did last year. Do you think timer? What's that? Red Fire Wolf 23. Do you think? Time. You might have to read that. Same, by the way. Yeah, I couldn't remember. Also, 30 wins. You think? Hey JT, how are you? Good to see you. They did have a good start last year. They did have that. The thing now, this year, Luke Richardson has a young team coming in. They had a young team last year. And the way Richardson coaches, he could get some wins out of this team that are surprising wins. And I can see that happening again. And I could see them playing competitive each and every game. They're going to be a fun team to watch. It's going to be an interesting time to see what happens. 32 team NHL from scratch. That will be an interesting topic there, Rick. For the Wild, you think 47 wins. So you're thinking they probably end up winning the division with 47 wins. Because they'll be around, they ended up with 46 wins last year. I don't see much of an improvement from last year's team. Dallas is the team that improved the most this offseason in comparison to anyone in the Western Conference. Dallas is honestly my pick to end up going to the Cup final this year. At this point in this offseason, I could see Dallas end up going on a run to a Cup final. And I think they can win the division. 47 wins is a lot of wins. I could see it happen, but I would not say they will get it. I think they really didn't improve or get worse. Yeah, that good start was a fun time until we really went hard for Bedard. I thought most of my picks made sense. Okay. And an unpopular opinion, I go with Atlanta over Vegas and my 32 NHL. Okay. Do you think Connor Bedard will be able to reach 30 goals in this season and at least 60 to 70 points? Yes. I already said this. I think Bedard ends up with 72 points, and I can see him getting at least 30 goals this year. Love the hat setup in the background. Can you show the Stanley 2010 hat up close? What was your favorite championship of the Hawks from 10, 13, or 15? So, yeah, I could show you the 2010 hat up close. Here's the 2010 Stanley Cup hat with the cursive text and the 2010 small Blackhawk logo on it. Made by New Era, who made good hats. And It's not a true mesh hat. It looks like a mesh hat, but it's really not their like a normal mesh hat. This is a better mesh because it doesn't, let's just say how the 2013 hat, which is really a true mesh hat. This has some cushion to it. It's a nicer quality hat. So ranking the Stanley Cup runs, that's hard to do, honestly. 2010 hat is the hat I wear the most out of the three. Honestly, I will still say this. The 2015 hat is my favorite Stanley Cup hat of all time. Mainly because of that underneath the 2015 hat. But out of the three Stanley Cups, which was my favorite championship run? They all have their own way of saying it. I like them all in different ways. 2010, you had the Marian Hossa moment. His first playoff goal was a game winner in OT over Nashville in Game 5 of the first round. You had Patrick Kane's Stanley Cup game-winning goal in overtime. No one knew what it looked like. The 2013 run, I knew the Hawks were going to beat Minnesota. That was a fun series still. It was short. It was 5 games. The Detroit run gave me anxiety Detroit series gave me anxiety that entire series as we went down 3-1 and came back, and Brent Seabrook with the game winner in Game 7 to send the Detroit Red Wings packing. Patrick Kane had his hat trick in Game 5 of the Western Conference Final, and the third goal of that hat trick ended up being the overtime clincher to force to send the Blackhawks to the Cup final. And you had 17 seconds in the Stanley Cup final. You had the long triple overtime game in Game 1. That was a lot of fun. 2015, it was a run that was a little bit more unpredictable. It was hard to say. Honestly, I was terrified of playing Anaheim. I was terrified of playing Tampa. I really did not think the Hawks were going to win the Stanley Cup that year. I did predict the Stanley Cup that season to be the Blackhawks, where they ended up beating Tampa Bay on the Stanley Cup bracket challenge. But that was just me being a homer, not thinking it would actually happen, because the Hawks and Tampa, that's always been a mismatch for the Hawks. They really don't do well against Tampa. They really historically have not, but they end up winning that series at home in the United Center, which was a lot of fun. But man, it's hard to say which one was my favorite run because they all had their own moments. Fanatics hats are such garbage compared to Reebok. Yes, I can agree there without any hesitation there, Jake. A lot of my Blackhawk hats are not Fanatics, to be honest. The only ones I have are from the draft hats, and I did not even get this year's draft hat because that hat's terrible. Those Game 7 refs in the Detroit series were on something. Well, Brandon Saad really was an idiot in that Game 7. That penalty should not have... that penalty was really on Brandon Saad. Where are we at in subscriber count? Still 6 subscribers away, guys. But yeah, a friendly reminder, go on Sunday, make sure to catch Twisted Oyster hockey stream. Myself and a few other guys, including Jake, who's in the chat, will all be on the stream discussing hockey jerseys. Maybe Ryan Dzingel, Josh Levo, Adam. I could see maybe a Levo or a Dzingel on a PTO. I could see something like that. It would be interesting. It will be a lot of fun on Sunday when we do this roundtable live stream. I don't know if Jake, do you already have your list set up just ready to go for that stream? Because it's been a difficult one to put together, but I think I have my list. When do you think Connor will get captain? Do you see it happening in a second season, or will they leave it until he's ready? I personally would want it to be when he's ready, but I could see them naming him the captain next off season, and he'll become the youngest captain in NHL history. But it's interest. I honestly would prefer it so they wait till he's ready. How many jerseys are we doing? Home away, reverse retro 1.0 and 2.0, Winter Classic and Stadium Series jerseys. That's what I thought Nick said we're doing, Jake. Seen so many rumors. Nolan Patrick signing with the Hawks. Your thoughts? Oh, I have not seen those rumors. Do you mind letting me know where you're hearing those rumors from? Because I have not seen any of those. I don't think we'll sign Nolan Patrick. The guy at this point, yes, he was a highly sought after prospect. It never worked out because of his concussion history. Feel bad for him because he was a solid prospect in his draft year, which would have been 2017. He fell a pick second overall to Philadelphia, and it just never worked out for him. Oh, yeah, don't I will say this, Brian, don't ever Hawks Insider, they're not good. All they do is clickbait, and they don't really produce real content to actually trust. I would never trust Hawks Insider. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, they are not a trustworthy outlet to look into. It's just a clickbait page. That's how I've always viewed it as. When I've seen their content, it's been a lot of clickbait. They really don't have any insight to what they're actually have been talking about. That's where I always view their content from. As you see on my channel, I try to stay away from like rumors like that and not get involved on that type of stuff because I don't like having content that I created that were based on rumor and clickbait. I don't like it. So I try to keep that away from my channel. I don't like making my videos clickbait for you guys to think I'm talking basically, sorry about my language, but talking out of my ass. Do you think the Blackhawks first line has a potential to be the most underrated first line this season? I don't know about that. The Hawks first line is going to be interesting. I really don't even know what the first line is going to look like besides Bedard and maybe Taylor Hall. I really want to see Lucas Reichel up on the first line with Bedard, and on the right wing of I honestly want a first line of Reichel, Bedard, and Radish this year, but it's likely not going to happen. So we'll see what happens. I hate if there's not from official people content and the to connected to the Blackhawks. Yeah, that's basically what Hawks Insider is. They don't have they don't have true insight of what's going on. And that's why I don't do stuff like that. I don't have an insider telling me something's going to happen. Which free agent would you like the Hawks to sign? Phil Kessel. That was a quick answer right there, Phil Kessel. It's good to see you in here. I know it's pretty. Is it? What time would it be by you right now? Brian. Not hockey related. Did you see Dennis Rodman has joined the AEW tomorrow? I think that's so random and hilariously stupid. Yeah. I saw that. I get it. It's at the United Center. I don't care about wrestling, so I'm not oh, it's only midnight there? Okay. I was just wondering. I didn't realize it's only a 6-hour difference from Illinois to England. Okay. 30 minutes past midnight. But yeah, I would say Phil Kessel is my answer for the Hawks to sign as a free agent. I really want Phil Kessel in Chicago. Yes, I'm like Mario Terabasky on CHGO and the CHGO Blackhawks podcast, who really wants Phil Kessel in Chicago. I really want Phil Kessel in Chicago. If the Hawks sign Phil Kessel, I will tell you this, I will get a Phil Kessel Chicago Blackhawk jersey. And I know he won't play here long, but I've always liked Phil Kessel. I've never liked the teams he was on. Never liked Boston. Never liked Toronto. Never liked Pittsburgh. Did you go to the golf outing? I did go to the golf outing this for CHGO on last Friday. That was a lot of fun. My team finished 19th in that tournament. We did pretty well. We went 5 under on Cog Hill, so that was a good yeah, it was a good tournament. It was a lot of fun. Does anyone like the Leaf? Yes, we have a Leaf fan actually in the chat right now too. I do want Ethan Bear as well. I would love to see Ethan Bear in a Blackhawk uniform. I've always liked Ethan Bear, and I feel like he's highly underrated. I get he's injured right now. I could see Bear getting signed in the middle of the season, but he fits a need the Hawks need, a right-hand shot defenseman, and they can wait for him to get healthy. I would say screw it. Sign Ethan Bear up to maybe a 2-year deal and at $2.5 million. Solid defenseman, underrated, and I think Bear would work in Chicago. And if he does, I would get Ethan Bear jersey with his native language text as his plate. I think a lot of people like Ethan Bear, but the teams he seems to be on, they don't like him for some reason. They don't keep him around. I can't wait for Comesso in the preseason. Yeah, I could see Comesso playing a couple preseason games. Not many. I won't say he's playing a lot. I can see him maybe playing 2 or 3. And that's why I'm planning to cover the Ice Hogs every month this season on the channel as a monthly update into the Ice Hog season to talk about Drew Comesso. I might have some of the guys from the podcast I'm part of the Hockey Puck Cast, and maybe John, Wally, Tyler, and I discuss what we're seeing with Comesso and the rest of the Hawks prospects and in Rockford. This should be a fun time, guys. Honestly, as we're only 6 subscribers away from hitting 1,000 subscribers on the channel, it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, Cody Bellinger just hit a home run. That's good to see. Yes, I'm keeping an eye on the Cub game because that's game 2 of the doubleheader today, and they already beat the Reds today, and Bellinger already hit a home run again. Crazy. Will you live stream any Hawk games? I do plan on live streaming some Hawks games. Should we be concerned Connor isn't going to play in Chicago? Really long base on that. He only signed a 3. Red Fire. That's because every ELC, a max deal on an entry level deal is 3 years. So I'm not concerned in any way. But yeah, I will be live streaming games this year. Another home run. Yeah. They need to re-sign Bellinger. They only gave him a 1-year deal. Sorry, we got involved in talking the Cubs. It looks like maybe if the Cubs make the playoffs, I would have to set up a second TV to be able to watch both games. I have asked my followers on Instagram if they are Hawks fans to follow you. Hopefully they do. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's been an interesting time to say because we're getting close to the season here. Hawks look like they're going to be a fun team to watch. A lot of new stuff coming to the team. I will be going to at least 9 games at the United Center, 2 games probably in St. Louis. If I can, I will try and travel to try and see another game in a different city than like compared to Chicago and St. Louis. Since I live close to St. Louis, I'm able to go to their games often for the Hawks. I don't go to a Blues game if it's not a Hawks game. Last year I went to a preseason game. It was a last minute decision. Got a ticket for $1 and I sat at the glass. So that was a fun time. Because I saw a fight break out right in front of me at that game. And St. Louis is a boring city. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting time, guys, because we have a lot planned for the channel. I get it. It's just a one-man show trying to do all this stuff. But the reason why I say we, it's for you guys. I count you guys as a big part of the channel. Without you guys, the channel would not be a thing. Trust me. Tyler Benson, Mason Shaw. I would like the Blackhawks to try and get as free agents as well. Okay, those are interesting players to see. I didn't realize they weren't signed yet. Outside of the Gateway Arch and the sports stadiums, not much to do in St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis is boring. And the Arch is boring as well. And their sports teams suck. Don't like the Blues. I hate the Cardinals. Yeah. Living near St. Louis sucks. Hey Nick, is the United Center neighborhood bad or is it good? I've only been to the UC a few times and can't really tell. When you're going into the neighborhood on Madison Street, I've only gone into the areas with like Palace Grill on it. So it's harder to tell because over there it's more developed and a nicer area. I heard if you go further past the United Center, past like a lot of stuff, it's not the best area, but the United Center area, it's in a solid location, I feel like. It's hard to say. Would love Tyler Mott return to Chicago. Not a huge fan of his players return year later, but at the same time, I've always thought Mott was way underappreciated. I didn't think Mott was much of anything, so it's hard to say. Is there Hawks trading cards you would like to get your hands on most? Well, right now, I've been trying to get my hands on a Jonathan Toews Young Guns card. This year, it's going to be hunting for Connor Bedard Young Gun card. So maybe for fun videos every now and then, I will do hockey card breaks and try to hunt for Connor Bedard's Young Gun. What do you guys think about that? Maybe I do a hockey card break and go for Connor Bedard's Young Guns. Because I can show you a good portion of my hockey cards right now. Right here. Something fell out. Oh, a couple of my old ticket stubs. Here's some of my Lucas Reichel cards. Jersey card, multiple of his Young Guns. Some random Blackhawk cards. Here's some autograph cards here. Chicago sports fans hate three places: St. Louis, Detroit, and Wisconsin. Yeah. I could also show you some of my cool hockey cards. I sold a couple of my bigger cards recently on eBay. This thing has some big name hockey cards I have in it. So, for instance, here's my Lucas Reichel rookie autograph card I have. Any Martin Lapointe cards? No, I don't have any Marty Lapointe cards. Here's my cool dunking. Do you not... So you did not know Scoreboard had fog effects? No, I didn't realize it had any fog effects. Here's my cool Duncan Keith card. Out of 6. A Alex DeBrincat clear cut autograph. Oh yeah, there's the big card. Here's a cool this one's out of 10 Glenn Hall autograph. A jersey card for Jonathan Toews out of 65. Went to the Hockey Hall of Fame last month for the first time. Got to a picture with the Stanley Cup. That's awesome. That's a place I really want to go to. It would be a lot of fun. Hey, Nick, are you a Cub fan? Let's go Cubs. Yes, I am a Cub fan. I'm actually watching the game. They just... the Reds tied it up the last I checked. Here's a graded Pat LaFontaine autograph card. See, I collect hockey cards. I don't show them often because I don't know how to for purposes on YouTube. It's harder to. Here's a graded card for Sam Reinhart. It's an autograph. Would you guys be interested in me doing hockey card content on the channel maybe? As a random artifacts Vincent Damphousse card. I don't know why that's in here. It shouldn't be in this case. A wooden card of Glenn Hall. A couple of these cards should not be in here. I don't know why they're in this. Had to take out a couple of these that don't make sense. Oh. Any thoughts on getting into hockey cards? Are you trying to... So you're trying to get into hockey cards? If you're trying to get into it, I would say maybe start with the flagship, like Upper Deck Series 1 and 2. Maybe some MVP as well. Upper Deck Series 1 and 2, that is where you find your Young Guns cards. MVP, right now you can get Connor Bedard cards in MVP, but it's a redemption card. And those are harder to come by. Here's a Cale Makar graded PSA 9 card that I have. I just sold my Jason Robertson card. That was a PSA 10. And 2 of my Matty Bernier PSA 10 rookie cards. They just were good price to sell at that point. So I kind of did it. Here's a card I got graded for Thomas Bordeleau. I'm actually really high on this guy as a prospect for San Jose. I think he's a good prospect and one to watch out for. Jake, if you're still here, I don't know if you are. Here's a Minnesota Wild graded PSA 10 Kalen Addison. Here's my card I feel that has the most value. is one of the coolest cards ever. Matty Beniers rookie signatures artifact out of 25 autograph Matty Beniers rookie card. I would say that's probably my most valued card. And yeah, I took a lot of these with me to the sports card, the national sports collectors convention. It was a few weeks ago, actually. But yeah, I would say it's fun to get into hockey cards. Can be expensive, but it's a fun thing to look into. Sometimes, for what I do, sometimes I get into hockey card breaks on the website Whatnot. It's a live streaming website, and you could buy into a hockey card break. I've bought into a couple of them. I've also won some giveaways from them, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Bill. But yeah, I would say hockey cards are a fun thing to get into. It can be expensive if you're looking for higher end stuff, but it's a fun thing to get into. So you guys wouldn't mind me doing hockey card breaks on my YouTube channel every now and then? Like I buy a box of hockey cards and try maybe when Upper Deck Series 2 for this year comes out, we are doing maybe a hunt for Connor Bedard. Do you think the Sox will move? I don't think so. If you want, if I can, I will do a hunt for Connor Bedard, Young Guns on this channel. I think it will be fun. So I'll keep that in mind. Maybe a hunt for Connor Bedard, Young Gun on the series type of thing. Got some random Blackhawk cards. Brent Sopel, Nikolai Habib-Bolin, Rene Bjork, rookie class, Dave Bolin, Cam Barker, Andrew Ladd, Brian Bouchard, Marty Havlat, Miles Bolin. Man, those are some names. What is my main personal collection? I have a good Jonathan Toews card collection, have a good Reichel collection now, which that's actually a good one to have right now. But I have a Hossa card collection. Mainly it's Blackhawk cards I have. So that's where it is. White Sox are most dysfunctional organization on all of sports as long as Jerry still owns them. Yeah, I would say they are pretty dysfunctional. Same with the Bulls as well. Bears aren't much better either. But a main one right now, it's Lucas Reichel. Jonathan Toews is a big part of my PC. Like in this book. We'll go through it. These are all my Stanley Cup cards. Here's a lot of my Jonathan Toewses. all the, like, for the next few pages is like all Jonathan K's. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to collect. Kim Barker, rookie, signed card. It went for worth $105 his first year in the league to now worth 3 cents. That sounds about right for Cam Barker. Guy wasn't worth much at all, anyways. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I can maybe try and swing a hockey card break every now and then on the channel. I think that would be fun. Justin Field breaks out with his arm. I do believe the Bears will start to win more. I trust Ryan Poles to make right moves. Yeah, but the McCaskey is still on the team. And the McCaskies aren't really much of a good ownership group. That is true. Without Cam Barker, we wouldn't have gotten Nick Leddy. Guys, I've been streaming for over an hour now. I don't think we're going to reach 1,000 tonight. So we'll try and do this again. We're 6 subscribers away from hitting that 1,000 subscriber marker. I do want to cut the stream off here. It's already 7 o'clock and I still need to eat dinner. Yeah, I do have random player cards. So let's try and reach 1,000 soon. I will have a video out if we hit 1,000 subscribers, and maybe we do something special for it. So I want to say thank you for those who came by the stream. It was a lot of fun. If you're watching the stream on replay, want to say thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's hit 1,000 subscribers and let's go Hawks.